Here's something you run into really fast when you start building custom props. Almost none of them land on exactly 100 count pixel strands. This is the GE Gilbert Engineering Coffin. It's 220 nodes, so that doesn't land on it. And over here we've got the Gilbert Engineering double row cross, 190 nodes. Definitely doesn't land on exactly 100. Oh, and then we got this thing. This thing is gonna be gorgeous. But then you got the GE, this is the Rosa Tomb, and it is 485 nodes. So big props, small props, little props, it doesn't matter. Eventually you end up needing custom pixel lengths. Now, obviously, the easiest solution is ordering custom links directly from the factory, waiting for them to arrive, but sometimes you're in the middle of a build and you just want to finish the prop. For this coffin, I've already got 200 strands getting ready to go. That sends me to 200 pixels, but I still need another 22. So let's head over to the bench and make one. Now there's a couple ways people handle this. Some people buy strands in counts of 50 and then null out the extra pixels they don't use, and that absolutely works. Personally, I like making the strand the exact length I need. It keeps the wiring cleaner and avoids extra unused pixels inside the prop. One thing that helps a ton before I start pushing pixels is labeling everything ahead of time. When you start building larger props, planning ahead saves a lot of frustration later. I'm using seed pixels for this build, but the process is exactly the same for bullet pixels. This is one of those workflow things that saves you time once you start building more custom props. I'd rather spend a few minutes making the exact strand than dealing with extra unused pixels later. So the small coffin lands on exactly 222 nodes because of the matrix section in the middle. So even though it's a smaller prop, it still doesn't divide cleanly into standard strand lengths. That means I either need to null the pixels or make a custom section. The cross double row is one of those props that's really close to a clean number. At 190 nodes, some people would just use 200 count strands and null the last 10. That works completely fine. Once again, I just prefer keeping the strand exact lengths when I can. Once props start getting into the 400, 500 node range, custom links start making a much bigger difference. You start managing a lot more wire, a lot more routing, and a lot more organization. That's where planning ahead really starts paying off. So this is one of those things that don't get talked about when people start building their own custom props. You buy these standard strand counts and then you get these odd counts of these props. So whether you order the exact size that you need from the factory or you build it yourself, I mean, it's up to you how you do it. But in the end, man, these props really come to life. This is awesome. Let's do a transition where, let's do a punch the camera transition and then it goes to nighttime. Here we go.